This video is intended for the junior varsity cheerleaders. Most of the time for cheer class, when practice is running short, the coaches will often call for a quick free stretch. This video will show the cheerleaders the 3 most important stretches needed for stunting, jumping, and tumbling. By the end of this video, the cheerleaders will know how to stretch on their own with the proper technique for the quick stretch days of practice. All the stretches in this video are done with the Tabata method. I personally like this method because it allows for a short rest and encourages muscle confusion. The Tabata method is stretching for 20 seconds followed by a 10-second rest. I typically do this 2 times, which gives a total of 40-second stretch time per muscle we are stretching. I will follow this method throughout the video. We will begin with the tricep stretch. You will begin by bending your elbow with your hand touching your back shoulder. You will position your forearm as close to your upper arm as possible so that they are touching. Grab your elbow with your other hand and pull back towards the back of your head. Hold this stretch for 20 seconds. We as cheerleaders can benefit from tricep stretches because it allows us to hit our motions in a stiff manner, which look very clean in our performances. We are using the Tabata method. Therefore, during the 10-second rest, I take the time to breathe, which can calm any nerves associated with stunting and tumbling. Meditation is key for soothing any anxious cheerleaders. Breathing during the rest can be important to your performance. This is a back view of the tricep stretch. Notice how when I reach back, I try to go as low down my back as I can. The reason I do this is for a deeper stretch. You want to get as best stretch as you can to avoid any strains or tears in your muscles while performing. Cheer injuries can be extremely painful if you do not stretch properly. Now that our triceps are stretched out, we will go into our leg stretches. For this stretch, you will be sitting on the ground with your legs in a straddle position or in a V shape as far apart as you can. You will start by stretching your arms as high to the ceiling as you can and then reaching down the middle, in between your legs. You will hold this for 20 seconds and then rest for 10. After your first rest, you will go and lean to your left and then to your right knees. You want to lean as far down as you can. One thing you want to keep in mind is pointing those toes. By keeping your toes pointed, you will be in good practice for having your toes pointed during jumps. Also, by pointing your toes, you will pull more muscles for a deeper stretch. We stretch our legs because they are the biggest muscle in our bodies. The last stretch we will go over is my personal favorite, the butterfly stretch. This stretch gets the most elasticity and relief feeling before and after practice. We are still sitting on the ground for this one. You will begin by bringing your feet towards your belly with the soles touching and your knees facing outward. This will give the image of the butterfly wings. You will then lean forward to try to get as close to the ground as possible, and you should feel this stretch in your inner thighs. This is a great stretch for splits and for bases in the stunt groups, as well as toe touch flexibility. Remember to continue using the Tabata method and stretching for 20 seconds with a 10-second break. Repeat this for 2 times. Remember, if you are running low on time, do not ever compromise a good stretch. You always make time for these 3 minimum stretches. If you do not follow these 3 rules, you will run the risk of a serious cheer injury, which is not fun, and you can let your team down. Stretching is a non-negotiable when it comes to cheerleading. Do not forget to stretch before and after any stunts or jumps.